Hey there, fellow Americans. Did you hear about the bombshell announcement from the Labor Ministry that could dramatically change the landscape for millions of Social Security beneficiaries? Millions of recipients might see major changes coming their way. And the very first round of February payments, amounting to $4,967, is just days away. If you're receiving SSI, SSDI, or via benefits, you want to stay tuned because these adjustments could directly impact your monthly checks. Before we dive into the details, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss any crucial updates about your benefits. And don't forget to drop a comment below telling me which benefit program you are most interested in learning more about. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, here's what you need to know. These changes are poised to reshape the way benefits are calculated and distributed, whether you are a current recipient or a future applicant. With the most pressing update being that those February payments are scheduled to hit accounts in just 4 days, specifically targeting Fairness Act beneficiaries. One of the biggest questions from our community has been whether these changes will affect only new applicants or also current recipients, and another common concern is about the timing. When exactly will these modifications take effect? Rest assured, I have done extensive research and will address all of these questions today. The Social Security system in 2025 stands at a critical crossroads, facing unprecedented challenges and opportunities as demographic shifts, economic pressures, and legislative changes converge to create a complex environment impacting millions of Americans nationwide. The recent announcements by the Labor Ministry signal a fundamental shift in how the government approaches Social Security benefits, with implications that extend far beyond simple payment adjustments, and it is essential to understand this in the context of today's economic climate. Although inflation has moderated to around 2.9%, the cumulative impact of previous years' price increases continues to affect beneficiaries significantly. As the journey from the pandemic era, when inflation peaked at an astonishing 88% in 2022, to today's more stable environment has left an indelible mark on the purchasing power of Social Security recipients, prompting policymakers to consider far more comprehensive reforms than the traditional cost of living adjustments. For example, the proposed $475 stimulus check for 2025 is not merely a short-term financial assist. It represents a broader shift in how the government intends to support vulnerable populations in an increasingly complex economic reality. This initiative is born out of the recognition that traditional benefit structures may no longer adequately address the multifaceted financial challenges many Americans face, particularly those struggling to meet basic needs. The proposal specifically targets households that are grappling with essential expenses, acknowledging the unique hardships experienced by families dependent on childcare and those with limited financial resources. Recent economic data shows that even though the headline inflation rate has decreased, the real impact on household budgets remains significant, as prices for essential items such as housing, healthcare, and food continue to soar, with the overall cost of living now approximately 21% higher than pre-pandemic levels, conditions that make fixed-income beneficiaries particularly vulnerable. In light of this, the proposed stimulus check is especially relevant for Social Security recipients, as it is designed to offer much-needed supplemental support. This proposal includes several innovative features that set it apart from earlier economic impact payments, including means testing to ensure that assistance reaches those who are most in need, as well as provisions for supplemental support for households with dependent children, recognizing the multiplicative effects that economic hardships can have on families. Turning to the Social Security Fairness Act, this legislation represents one of the most significant reforms to the system in decades. Signed into law by President Biden in early 2024, the act aims to correct long-standing inequities in how benefits are calculated for public sector employees by focusing on eliminating the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO, thereby addressing a fundamental unfairness that has impacted millions of public servants over many years. However, the path to implementing these changes has proven more complex than initially anticipated, as the Social Security Administration has announced that full implementation could take more than 1 year, a delay that has sparked concern among both beneficiaries and lawmakers. This postponement stems from a number of challenges, including technical difficulties in recalculating benefits, staffing constraints, and the need to ensure complete accuracy in processing retroactive payments. Moreover, the financial implications of the Fairness Act are substantial, with projected costs exceeding $195 billion over the next 10 years, and this significant expenditure comes at a time when the Social Security Trust funds themselves are facing sustainability challenges, with current projections suggesting a potential depletion by 2035. This tension between providing overdue benefits to public sector retirees and maintaining the long-term viability of the system has become a central policy issue. In addition, the 2025 Cost of Living Adjustment COLA of 2.5% marks a return to more moderate benefit increases following several years of historically high adjustments, reflecting broader economic stabilization, but also sparking debate about whether the current COLA calculation method truly captures the real cost increases faced by seniors and disabled beneficiaries. Alongside this, the increased wage cap, now set at $176,100, illustrates ongoing efforts to ensure the system's funding adequacy. While this adjustment primarily affects higher-income earners, the vast majority of workers will see their Social Security tax obligations remain unchanged as policymakers strive to balance revenue generation with fairness in the tax burden. Regional variations further complicate the picture. For example, using Arizona as a case study, where 19.3% of the population is over 65, provides valuable insights into how federal policy changes interact with local demographic and economic conditions. States like Arizona, which have large retiree populations, experience these changes in distinct ways compared to states with different cost of living profiles and varying proportions of public sector retirees, prompting discussions about whether a more nuanced, regionally adjusted approach to benefit calculations might be more effective. It is important to note that the changes being implemented in 2025 are just the beginning of what many experts believe will need to be a comprehensive reform of the Social Security system. With the looming challenge of trust fund depletion by 2035, there is an urgent need for solutions that balance current benefit adequacy with long-term system sustainability. Several proposals for long-term reform are under consideration, ranging from adjustments to the retirement age and benefit calculation formulas to more fundamental changes in the way the system is funded. These debates highlight the ongoing challenge of maintaining this crucial safety net in the face of evolving demographic and economic realities. For current beneficiaries navigating these changes, it is essential to focus on several key areas. Understanding your specific payment schedule is crucial, especially given the new Wednesday distribution system, and reviewing your benefit statements carefully to ensure you receive the correct COLA adjustments and any additional amounts you may be entitled to under the Fairness Act. Due to the complexity of these changes, some beneficiaries might need to seek professional assistance to fully understand their rights and obligations, particularly those affected by the elimination of the WE and GPO provisions, as these modifications can significantly alter benefit calculations. Additionally, the implementation challenges faced by the Social Security Administration underscore the growing importance of modernizing technological infrastructure in benefit administration. The agency's ongoing efforts to upgrade its digital services, including improvements to online benefit applications and account management tools, are a critical component of these reforms, aiming to enhance service delivery and reduce administrative costs. Even though this transition brings its own set of challenges for both the agency and beneficiaries. The evolution of the Social Security system in 2025 not only reflects broader changes in American society and the economy, but also sets the stage for future reforms that will determine how effectively the social safety net supports millions of Americans. Staying informed and engaged with these changes is absolutely crucial, as the immediate focus on February payments and near-term adjustments is only one part of a much larger transformation. Ultimately, the success of these reforms will be measured not just by their financial sustainability, but by their ability to provide adequate, dignified support to those who depend on Social Security benefits. As these transformative changes continue to unfold, ongoing monitoring, periodic adjustments, and a steadfast commitment to reform will be essential to ensure that the system meets its fundamental goal of providing security and dignity to every eligible American. Remember, staying informed about these changes is key to protecting your benefits. If you found this information helpful, please smash that like button, share this video with anyone who might benefit from these updates, and don't forget to subscribe. We cover all the latest Social Security updates as soon as they happen, ensuring you're always equipped with the knowledge to navigate these challenging times.